I'm professional wakeboarder Kirby Liesmann and head coach of Kirby School of Wake, and today I want to give you some pointers on how to get started wakeboarding. Here are some things you're going to need to get started. You're going to need a boat with enough power to pull you up out of the water, preferably under the length of 30 feet, but ideally you're going to want a wakeboarding specific boat like this Axis A24 that you see behind me. A boat like this comes standard with a tower, which gives you a high tow point for your rope, speed control, integrated ballast, a wedge that allows you to shape the wave for different ability levels, and also a hull design which creates a perfect clean crisp wave at slow speeds. You'll also need some sick board shorts, a Coast Guard approved life jacket, a non-stretch wakeboard rope and handle, and a beginner board that's the correct size for the rider that has a middle fin that will help with tracking on the turns. When it comes to getting up on a wakeboard for the first time, you're going to want to start by tying your rope up as short as you possibly can to give you as much upward pull as possible. Then you want to make sure that you have your board set up appropriately, with your feet set shoulder width apart and with your boots angled out slightly on both feet. I recommend facing outwards so that when it's time to get down in the water, all you have to do is sit on the swim platform and simply slide in, rather than jumping into the water, risking falling back and hitting your head on the boat. Now that you're in the water, it's time to get up on that wakeboard. One of the most common things you'll hear in any kind of towed water sports is to just let the boat do the work. And it's so true. You'll want to start off by getting lined up with the boat. Make sure you have your arms straight, rested on top of your knees. Your knees will be slightly bent. Then when the boat starts to go, you're going to let your knees bend as much as possible, and you'll let your butt crunch down to the board. Then hold this position until you feel yourself being directly over top of your board. Once you get lined up with your board, you'll know it's time to stand up. But stand up slowly and don't rush the process. Once you get up, simply put some weight against your heels as you lean against the rope and put your lead foot ahead just a little bit. Now, how do you determine what foot you're going to lead with? Well, I generally ask, hey, what foot would you kick a ball with? And whatever foot you would kick with is going to be in the back. As far as the technique for pulling a wakeboarder out of the water, you want to bring them out slow. This is nothing like that old school slalom ski your grandpa used to have. Got to take it easy. The most common problem that I see with people learning how to get up on the wakeboard is that they simply try too hard, which is why I always like to say, don't fight it, just ride it. If at any point in the process you try to pull with your arms or push out with your legs, you're going to cause your board to function more like a plow, making it very difficult to get up to the surface of the water. Also, if you find that your hands are getting pulled all the way up towards your board, that's a sign that you're not bending your knees enough. Once you get up, I recommend either holding pressure against your heels and riding to the outside of the wave, or stand directly behind the boat with a rope at your hip with your weight evenly distributed over your feet. The most common terms in wakeboarding to describe turning is called heelside and toeside. Heelside is when you put pressure against your heels, it'll dig the back edge of the board into the water. And then toeside is when you put pressure over your toes, digging the front edge of the board into the water. This will help you set up for all the tricks that you will do in wakeboarding. Toeside is definitely the most challenging out of the two directions of turning. It's because you have to pretty much stand up completely straight and then lean on the rope. It also helps to kind of arch your back once you get outside the wave to create more leverage between your body and the line. If you find yourself getting stuck going outside the wave, it's probably because you're trying to lean in the direction you're going rather than just resting your weight back against the rope. I like to say if you break over at the waist, you'll fall on your face. So keep that back straight and lean hard, and you'll find yourself getting out there nice and far. Once you're able to go outside the wave on both sides, I recommend starting with these fundamental tricks. A heel side one-way jump, toe side one-way jump, maybe a surface 180, learn how to ride switch, and then start knocking out all your front side 180s from heel and toe. And then once you get that, just start going for whirly birds. Just kidding, save that for the next lesson. So thank you so much for tuning into this trick tip video. If you get stuck in the process, be sure to check out Kirby School of Wake at Lake of the Ozarks, Missouri and Fort Myers, Florida. Thanks for watching and happy shredding.